What's up, everybody? This is Torrance Davis of Davis Daily, and today I'm reviewing the Logitech G522 Lightspeed headphones. These headphones are incredible. So, I review a lot of headphones. I've been getting a lot of headphones lately, and you know, a lot of the stuff you see today comes with RGB lighting and things like that. Lot of headsets out there have good sound quality. I've changed headsets over the years a few times. Uh, Logitech graciously sponsored this review, this video of their Lightspeed headset. I'm actually using the microphone in this headset to record this review. So I'm reviewing the headset and I'm using it. So it's pretty dope. I'll tell you, the one thing that shocked me about this is that it's so light. It's so lightweight. When you're gaming a lot and doing a lot of stuff, you don't want to get neck fatigue from playing games and doing that. Like especially if you're a streamer. I'm not like a heavy streamer, so I don't do a lot of huge game streams. I mean, I did that 24-hour stream, but if you're a guy that gets on or a gal that gets on here and streams 8 hours a day, you're streaming gameplay, you're gonna get neck fatigue. You're gonna get fatigue from wearing a heavy headset. Well, this one is only 290 grams. It is the lightest headset I've ever worn, and that was a huge factor for me. And it was something that I didn't even know I needed because a lot of the higher quality headsets they'll be made out of metal. So they'll be made out of metal, like, oh, it's metal, it's super high quality, it'll last you forever. Nobody wants plastic audio gear. Except when it comes to gaming, you need lightweight. So the only way you get lightweight is plastic parts, quality plastic parts. Okay. So this thing is amazing. You can see here, I don't know if you can see this, I have a G502 mouse. I love Logitech's peripherals. I love their accessories. They've been doing it for years. These headsets are a game changer. So you can see on the side, each side has RGB lighting. This may be a little bit blown out here, but I have it set to purple, and I'll show you how you can do that. But each side has 4 zones of lighting, so you can individually set the zones of lighting, and it's 16 million colors. It's 16 hertz, or I'm sorry, 16-bit, 48 kilohertz microphone, which I'm using to record now, and it uses blue audio, so it has blue audio voice in it, so you can change your voice and make it sound different. I'll show you that in a second. Actually, let me show you that now. So this right here is the new G Hub. I had the old version of the G Hub and I couldn't get this to work, and I realized they had a newer version, so I downloaded a new version of the G Hub, and this is what it looks like. So we have on the headphones, you got equalizer here, okay, and you can do custom EQ or you could use the presets. They have gaming preset, FPS, different settings depending on how you want to play. I just like the bass boost. I like a lot of bass and when I have my headphones on. There's also spatial sound settings, so you can download the DTS Surround or Sound Unbound app, and you can unlock DTS Headphone X and DTS X on your on the headset. I haven't done that because I'm not really concerned about that. And then as far as the microphone goes, you have the blue voice. I turn blue voice on, and you have different presets. So there's a couple, and you can see it's reading my voice right now. So you got the broadcaster presets, which is great if you're doing podcasts or if you're doing streams and things like that. But I'm going to go through these so you could hear the difference. So this is AM radio. I wonder if it applies when I click it. I'm sure it does, but I won't be able to know until I watch this video. But this is the AM radio. I was on broadcaster 1. This is broadcaster 2. Okay. This is the default. It's flatline, obviously. FM station and night whisper. So those are the different blue voice presets you have. You can create a custom preset, and all you do is you go in and you mess around with the EQ, and you can create a custom preset. Sampler here, I don't use the sampler, but there's custom samples for stuff that you can set to buttons and things like that. But I'm not doing any of that. So and then under light sync. So light sync, you got fixed color cycle, so it cycles through different colors and things like that. Color wave, it's got all these things, and as you change them, you can see it changing on my headset right here. Pulsar point, you know, you can see it happening live as I'm doing this. Okay, but I like to just keep mine on fixed, and it was purple. What happened? Where's my purple color? There we go. I think it was more down here though. Okay, so this is my purple. Did it go back? Purple. And there's also freestyle lighting, so you can see on each headphone there's 4 different zones that you can change the colors on. So you could go and make your own custom thing in there, and then there's the animations. It's got a list of animations. You can add new animations, and I don't really mess with all that stuff. But you know, if you really want to get into it, you can do that. I want to get my purple the way I had it before. Here we go. Okay, that looks good. All right, and down here, vibrant, the different color palettes you can pick. Whatever. So, as far as specs goes, this right here, if you could see on top, I should create B-roll for this. I'll probably create B-roll, but there's a strap here, and you can see it's purple. On the inside, it's a reversible strap, which is pretty cool. All the controls are down here on the side. They got a mute button right here. Your volume button, your Bluetooth button. They call it a tri mode connectivity. So you could hook it up to Bluetooth devices. You could plug it in through USB-C, or you could use the Lightspeed connection, which requires it comes with a little USB-C dongle. And you plug that dongle into your system. Where is it? USB-A, I'm sorry. You plug it into your system, and you can connect to your system that way. So the Lightspeed connectivity is probably going to give you the best low latency connectivity. But you can connect it other ways. I don't really like Bluetooth. I prefer the, different types of connections that you can do with Wi-Fi, with their own built-in wireless connectivity, than Bluetooth. Bluetooth is good for phones and speakers and things like that, but I prefer using a dongle to connect because you're going to get the best connection. So like I said, 290 grams, super lightweight, which is a huge selling point for me. It's got 48 kilohertz, 24-bit audio. So that's the best sound. Any good headphone out there is going to give you 48 kilohertz, 24-bit audio. And the microphone is 16-bit 48 kilohertz microphone for crystal clear in-game communication and broadcast quality audio streaming, as you can hear me talking right now. The retail price on these is amazing. It's only $159 retail. And Logitech is going to give you a chance to win a pair of these. So they're giving away a bunch of these headphones. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can get yourself a pair or try to win yourself a pair of these headphones. They're dope. But if you don't win them, it's only $159, so it's not going to hurt your pocket. And I'm telling you, they're sitting on my head. I can feel them on my ears. They're super comfortable, super lightweight. The materials they use, even though they're plastic materials, they're high quality materials. Okay, so I mean, if you're a fan of Logitech and you've used Logitech stuff, you know how they go. So, got this nice stretch band. You got the 40 millimeter audio drivers for your ears, and they comfortably cover your ears. Easily accessible controls. Durable woven fabric for your your air cushions, and they're just amazing. And obviously, the RGB lighting is a good touch. So, I'll put a link in the description so you can get yourself a pair of these or try to win them from Logitech. See if you can win a pair, because I think they're giving away a bunch of these. So check out the link and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this, because the headphones are important to gamers and streamers. So I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.